Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Araxxor quick guide. One thing to note, and the thing that sucks about Araxxor, is you must be on an Araxxite's task to fight him. As for armor, you can use ranged or melee. I like to use melee, so bring your best melee armor with the best crush weapon you've got. Now for the inventory, make sure to bring your special attack weapon and a halberd if you're meleeing, super combat potion, unit stat boost, and an anti-venom plus or extended anti-venom plus, a couple of prayer potions, food, and a teleport there, a teleport out. The dungeon itself is located south of Port Phasmatis. You can use a spider cave teleport to get there the fastest, but those cost about 50k each right now, so I like to use an ectophile and just run down. It's about a 1 minute run. Cave, make sure to pray melee when you enter. And Araxxor is just past a couple of Araxxites. You squeeze through this web tunnel here, just to the northwest of where you enter from. There are three kinds of minions Araxxor spawns. The first is the green ranged minion. You can choose to pray flick ranged and then back to melee for Araxxor's attack, or you can choose to kill this one, or you can choose to fully ignore it. The second minion is the mirrorback spider. This one's a bit more complicated. That spider will redirect 20% of the damage you deal to Araxxor towards themselves and then hit you for 50% of that. I choose to ignore this minion as well because I will just take 30 damage over the course of its life and it'll just be gone. You can choose to kill it using the halberd. You have to make sure you're a couple steps away, and otherwise you're going to get hit half the damage you deal, effectively taking the same amount of damage. So it's a bit tricky. I just choose to ignore it again. Now the third minion, it's going to chase you, and once it gets next to you, it's going to explode. And if you're next to it, you're going to get hit for a lot of damage. So you want to get away from this one. The way to do it is it'll track you down, and no matter where you run, it's going to keep chasing you. So you have to essentially let it get very close to you before you run away. When it's running towards you, you can see it's focused on you, and then for a split second you'll see it loses focus on you. That's when you run away. Run away a couple of steps. If it is close enough to Araxxor, it'll hit him for 80 damage, which is huge. Make sure to utilize that as much as you can. If it's further away, it'll hit him for 64 or less than that. But now there's three different orders that the eggs will spawn in, and this will impact what special attack Araxxor uses. So when the ranged minion is first, Araxxor will send this blast of venom at you. You basically just have to sidestep it, dodge it. This one is not punishing if you get hit. It's about 20 damage tops. The next attack, if the explosive red minion is first, Araxxor will spit on you and then venom pools will appear under your feet. You just have to walk. You just have to walk until it's no longer leaving pools under you. The final one is the easiest one. It's when the mirrorback spider is first, the gray one. Spit a bunch of venom pools where you're standing, around where you're standing. You just have to dodge it. Also, another thing to note, if you get out of melee range of Araxxor, he will hit you with a mage attack if you're using melee gear, or he will hit you with a ranged attack if you're using ranged gear, based on your ranged defense or magic defense, whichever is lower. Now the most difficult part of killing Araxxor is the Enrage phase. The timing takes a little bit to get used to, so don't worry if you're struggling at first, if you're panicking, if you're getting hit constant 30s. It takes some practice. Once Araxxor hits around 250 health or below, the Enrage phase begins. And during this phase, I like to pray range if there's a ranged minion alive, since Araxxor is no longer attacking you, unless you get out of melee range. Then he's going to hit you with the mage attack like we talked about before. The main mechanic of this Enrage phase is Araxxor's attack. So he goes scree and throws his legs up and then down at you, putting 3 venom pools down on the ground. The way to avoid it is once he begins his attack, you have to move 2 spaces in either direction, to the left or to the right, or you can move 1 space back as well. As you can see here, I'm moving 2 spaces to the right, but this is where the timing takes practice. You have to move after he starts the attack. So he will pick your location and start the attack. That's when you have to move. If you move prematurely, he will choose another spot, one of the spots that you ran to attack, and you're gonna get hit. So you have to really get this timing down here. And as you can see here, I'm showcasing moving back, so you can kind of tell the timing here. Okay, so basically preferably you move to the side, but if pools are getting in the way, it's getting too crowded, then you step back, you know, make some space. If you made it this far, thank you for watching, and best of luck at Araxxor. Go get him!